All right, social phobias. This is a biggie. And there are some people that actually have a social anxiety disorder. Do you know people that really hate to be around other people? Can't stand it. I mean, they go crazy when they got to be around people. Do you know people like that? I've got people in my family. You get them around somebody, yeah, I mean, it's terrible. I mean, you would think that I'd ask them to put on a gasoline suit, strike a match, and go fight a lion in a phone booth. You know, and all of us were going in to a funeral home and going in to visit the family or go in and seeing other people. And so it's the fear. And here's the social anxiety disorder, or SAD. SAD. Remember that. SAD. Matter of fact, if you're taking notes, write that down. SAD. It's social anxiety disorder, and it's the fear of embarrassment. I've got some people in my family that are always so afraid. I say, why don't you just, come on, let's just do this. They go, it's embarrassing. What's embarrassing? Well, I may say something wrong, or I may do something wrong, or they may not look at me right, or I may not, I may have dressed wrong, or what. I mean, give me all these excuses. It's sad. Social anxiety disorder is a type of phobia that's characterized by the paralyzing fear of appearing stupid or being judged as shameful in a social situation. And here is examples. A persistent fear of initiating or maintaining a conversation. Attending a party. Also a persistent fear of performance situations such as stage fright, fear of public speaking. Do you know the number one characterized fear of man is not death? That's number 2. Number 1 is public speaking, which means that more people would rather be in the coffin than up over top speaking. Okay? I said that one day in altar call, and I tried to look at Daniel. Daniel was playing. All of a sudden, Daniel just stopped. And he just busted out laughing. And so he's laughing. He's trying to stop laughing. He goes, and I tried to look at Daniel. I said, what's wrong? He said, I just got that. and I said, I said, Daniel, you just couldn't stop laughing. He said, Daddy, it just struck me funny. I'd rather be in a coffin than be up talking about the guy in the coffin. So I'm going to tell you, all right, get ready, because you got to watch this closely. I'm going to tell you when you cannot avoid being in the social situations, I'm going to tell you 2 ways or 3 ways that you can tell somebody that's sad. Number 1, they're just totally withdrawn. They're to themselves. They're in the corner. You never hear them. It's avoidance. Number 2, they wind up being the class clown. Wait a minute, you just said they don't want to be in a social situation. They have no choice. They've got to be in it. It's the law. They got to be in school. So the way they avoid it is they go ahead and be the class clown, so now you can be thought foolish. It don't matter. Now you're making them think you're foolish. They're not just thinking you're foolish because you didn't answer right now. So you're the class clown. And number 3, you're a perfectionist and or a bully. You know the difference between a perfectionist and a bully? A bully attacks people outwardly. The perfectionist is a bully to himself. Wow. Do what?
I don't want to live with either one of them.
Well, yeah, but I'm going to tell you, so look, so withdrawn, that's one person, they're withdrawn. Number 2, class clown. And number 3, bully or perfectionist. And again, the difference, bully is outward, perfectionist is a bully to himself. All right. So now, this is good stuff. You can take this stuff and you can really tell somebody. You might, as I'm telling you this stuff, you may be thinking of somebody. Okay?
Might be reliving some times in our own
You may be
life.
living your own times. But I'm saying this though, but as you start seeing this, and I start going through and telling you how to get out of this, you're going to be able to help some people, including yourself. All right? Here we go. Agoraphobia. Agoraphobia is kind of linked to it can be kind of linked to the social phobias. It can be linked to all of them actually, but especially to the social phobias. But agoraphobia. Agoraphobia is the fear of open spaces. Agoraphobia is also the fear of fear. Wow. The phobia is the fear of having a panic attack in a place where escape can be difficult or embarrassing, so they avoid public gatherings.
So that's what Roosevelt was talking about. We have nothing to fear itself.
Actually, Roosevelt didn't come up with that.
I know he didn't.
But he's the one that got the credit for
Got
it.
credit for it.
There was I think a Greek philosopher came up with that. But again, so watch this. It comes from a result of repeated, listen to me carefully. This is so rampant in the age we live in. It's a fear of having a panic attack in a place where escape can be difficult or embarrassing. It comes as a result of repeated panic attacks and is the fear of having yet another panic attack. And of course, I was talking to somebody yesterday that their chest had been hurt. And they said they went to the doctor, and the doctor said his chest was healthy, his heart was healthy. And I said, well, there's two other things you can look at. And he said, well, I said, of course you don't know that. I said, but panic attacks. I said, you have these, and a third thing too, if you pull the muscles here at your xiphoid or at your sternum, you pull these muscles, then you'll think you're having a heart attack too. And ball players do this a lot, especially when they're pitching or they're playing third base or first base where they have to throw a long ways right in the field. The people that have to throw the longest ways, they pull those muscles and they're thinking they're having a heart attack, and it's not. Sierra had that, and it inflamed. The muscles were pulled, they were inflamed, and she woke up in the morning, couldn't breathe. She couldn't move her arms, and so they carried her to Pitt. And when they found out that her grandmother had had the heart problems, my mama and her mama, my mama and DC's mama, my mama and DC's mama had heart problems, and both of them, their heart had a lot to do with their death. They took and run her through the test, weighed on through all kinds of stuff. They did the same thing with Daniel. You know, when he was having problems, because they said because of your history, your mama and your grandmama. But again, then it told her that you just pulled those muscles, they were inflamed at the cartilage. So, again, a panic attack. What happens in a panic attack? Your muscles tense up. Your muscles tense up. When they tense up, they start squeezing your chest. You try to breathe. And we're going to talk about that in just a second about hyperventilating. But let me just get right here, and then we're going to talk about hyperventilating, which is not on your paper, but if you've got to take notes, please write it down. An example, being so afraid of having a panic attack in a public place or a strange place that a person becomes homebound or even room-bound. I've got some people, extended family members right now won't leave their house. They need to go to the doctor to get medicine. They want them to go to the doctor to get prescriptions. And so because of that, they haven't had medicine in years and need it. Because they won't leave the house. Wow. That is somebody's agoraphobia. That's bad. That's a major one, okay? I so feared the crowd and so dreaded the contempt of the clans that I kept silent and would not go outside. Job 31 and 34. Now, here it is. Here's another verse. Version. Because I feared the great multitude, the contempt of families terrified me so that I kept silence and did not go out of the door. And of course, here's the message. Because I was afraid what people would say, fearing the gossip of the neighbors so much that I turned myself into a recluse. You know good and well that I did. So, here we go. When you go into a panic attack, you hyperventilate. And when you hyperventilate, the Bible says in Psalm 55:5, fear and trembling have beset me, horror has overwhelmed me. David was having a panic attack. I got called, it was before Linton and I were married, I got called to a place where Tamla was working. Tamla was lying on the floor, could not breathe. They called 911. They come in and said this, the doctor in the practice she was working said she was having a heart attack. Of course, advanced life support came, and when they got there, said she wasn't having a heart attack, she was having a panic attack. People with a panic attack think their heart is about to burst. Also, pleurisy will do that too. Okay. All right. So now here we go. When you hyperventilate, I tell people this all the time. When hyperventilation goes hand in hand with those suffering from anxiety. If somebody's a person that suffers from anxiety, they will, without even thinking about it, they're going, and then they get dizzy. They're going, man, it's light. And I'm seeing black spots before my eyes. That's because you're going, and you're filling your body full of oxygen. And your body is being overwhelmed by the oxygen. So what you do is hyperventilation is a shallow, rapid breathing that reduces carbon dioxide in the blood, which then produces lightheadedness, dizziness, tingling in the extremities, palpitations of the heart, feelings of faintness, and respiratory distress. And at the onset of rapid breathing, which serves as a warning. When I see people around me, they're going, but I feel of them and they're not cold and clammy. Or I can check their blood pressure. Okay? But if they're not cold and clammy, I'm usually knowing that's not their heart. If it's their heart, they're going to be cold and clammy. Or sweating and clammy. Now, but so what I do is I give them a paper bag. Do not give them a plastic bag. Remember that song you sing as a kid? Suffocation, we love suffocation. Suffocation, the game we like to play. First take a plastic bag, take off all the warning tags over your head, now you're dead. Yay! Suffocation, we love suffocation. Y'all remember that? Yeah. Okay. Y'all live a sheltered life. Alright, so here we go. This lets you know the caliber of the people I was around, okay? So what you do is, you take a plastic bag, paper bag. A paper bag.
You come to that.
Yeah, you take a paper bag, you don't pull over their head like the unknown comic cut holes in it. No. You take the paper bag.
Or like certain of pilgrims.
Yeah, like pilgrims, like we did pilgrims. Like Wayne did, mate. We won't mention his name, but the initials are Wayne Sawyer. Okay. When he drove up in that van, I saw them bags. Oh man. That was worth $1 million right there. Okay, but you take it and you take the bag and you go over the nose and around the mouth. Okay? You can go here, but I'd rather you go here. You tell them, and you tell them this. And just like with Norma that day, when Norma was, her blood pressure went sky high after eye surgery. I told her then, I need you to follow my directions. Do what I show you. I said, breathe. She says, I am breathing, Pastor. I said, no, you're not. She said, if I weren't breathing, I'd be dead. I said, no, you're not breathing like we get ready to show you. Do this. With a big, deep breath. And then hold it. Hold it for just temporarily. And then go out through your mouth. Slowly. And I said, now you're going to get, now what you're doing is you're getting oxygen into your system and your blood pressure is going to go down. And it did. In hyperventilation, it's right the opposite. What you want to do is get carbon dioxide in your system. So here's what you do. You put the bag over your mouth and your nose, and you breathe in through your nose, or you just breathe in through your mouth, you go, or you can breathe in through your nose and out your mouth, either way, but what you're going to do is you're going to trap that carbon dioxide, and what's going to happen is that carbon dioxide, you're only getting like 16% oxygen anyway, so when you're breathing out that carbon dioxide, then you're going to breathe it back in, and you're getting it into your system. And once you get into your system, you start calming down. So it's important. And if you got somebody that's usually, somebody that's anxious, keep a paper bag around somewhere. But breathe normal in the bag. I would say breathe a little bit heavier, but be sure to breathe at the same air that you expel, because what happens is you build up the carbon dioxide, and when you build up the carbon dioxide and what you exhale and inhale, then you'll begin to calm down. There's something else you can do. You can place a blanket or a sheet totally over your head. Totally. Increasing the amount of carbon dioxide being taken into your lungs, warding off the frightening symptoms produced by too little carbon dioxide in your blood. Again, you can cover yourself up. And we already have it built into us. You're in the bed, you think you see the boogeyman, you take the covers and you go. I mean, it's built into us. The Lord gave us a built-in, carbon monoxide bring in. Okay? So when you're experiencing a panic attack and you feel like you're about to die, or you know somebody's doing that, please give them that back. And Proverbs 23:12 says, apply your heart to instruction and your ears to words of knowledge. If you want to minister to somebody that's having a panic attack, even if, if their arm's hurting, they got the signs of a stroke or the signs of a heart attack, their arm's hurting, and it's going down their arm, don't play. Call 911. And also, if you're thinking they have a heart attack, don't drive them. You say, well, I can get there faster than the rescue squad can. Yes, but here's the problem. What if they go into cardiac arrest? What are you going to do if you're driving a car and you're halfway there and they go into cardiac arrest? What are you going to do? Yeah, you're going to do CPR at the same time you're driving? No. Yeah, just drive on a Paul funeral, right? That's a good one, Wayne. What you do is you call it EMS because they're equipped. It may take them a little longer to get there, but when they pick them up, if they go in cardiac arrest, they can sustain them till they get to the doctor. You can't. All right? Now, is there any comments, questions of anything we went over tonight?
My first cousin's wife, she's still having the problem of seeing snakes.
Mm-hmm.
And I can just imagine how bad that would be because to her it's very real.
Mm-hmm.
And dang, one day on the bed with you and crawling up your leg, my gosh, that'd be terrible, wouldn't it?
Mm. Well, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. In the next few weeks, what we're going to do is we're going to go over that. And then you're going to be able to help me. We're going to go over it. We're going to give you some things, show you what causes this, and give you some stuff that, again, I don't think that we're going over phobias for no reason. Because I had no idea. I've never even thought about doing a Bible study on phobias until we just got through with one on God and the phobias. We're going to be able to help a lot of people. All right? So, any more comments or questions or whatever?